officially open the meeting. Jay, you want to lead us in Pledge Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Jay. Good evening, everybody. A nice crowd here tonight. We're going to start right in with Mark is going to recognize a few people here tonight, and you could start.
Bryanna, Allison, please step forward. Bryanna, Allison, proud recognition of your outstanding achievements, especially with three-time gold medalist champion in bowling. Your dedication, perseverance, sportsmanship, and commitment have brought honor to yourself, your family, and the entire community. Your accomplishments inspire others to pursue their goals with determination, courage, and pride. The town of Swanzey gratefully recognizes your remarkable success and celebrates the positive example you set through achievement both on and off the lanes. On behalf of the town of Swanzey, the Board of Selectmen extend our sincere congratulations on your achievement and wish you continued success in all your future endeavors.
Good job. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Sorry, Mark.
I'd like to call for Tinker-Burt. Sincere recognition of your exceptional courage, selflessness, and willingness to act in a moment of critical need. Your courageous efforts to assist another person in an emergency on June 14, 2026 demonstrate remarkable character, compassion, and unwavering commitment to the well-being of others. Your readiness to respond without hesitation reflects the highest ideals of service, integrity, and humanity. Your actions serve as an inspiring example of bravery and remind us of the profound impact that compassion and bravery can have during a time of crisis. On behalf of the town of Swanzey, the Board of Selectmen extend our sincere appreciation and respect. We proudly present the certificate of recognition as an honor for your exemplary action and outstanding courage.
Very good. That was good. You guys are good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah. We don't want to bore you for the rest of the night. Leave it a high note. Okay, Mark.
Make a motion to approve regular minutes for June 30th, July 1st, July 7th, and July 10th.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve non-public minutes for June 30th, sessions 1, 2, and 3, July 1st, sessions 1 and 2, and July 10th, sessions 1.
Yeah, the session one, 'cause there was only one of them, right?
Right.
Okay, good. I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we have some appointments here, and I think I'm going to go, instead of ABC, I'm going to go CBA. So, Joe, I'd like have you have the floor. We have a special thing from Joe.
Thank you very much for allowing us to present this to Officer Zilinski.
Absolutely.
Officer Zilinski, front center. And if I manual citation. Awarded to Officer Colby Zilinski on June 14, 2026 at approximately 3:40 p.m. Officer Colby Zilinski responded to a drowning at Wilson Pond on Old Homestead Highway. Officer Zilinski encountered several people to the right on the beach near the dam. Officer Zilinski was informed by witnesses that a victim had gone under in the deep part of the dam. Officer Zilinski immediately entered the water without hesitation to locate the victim. Officer Zilinski made multiple attempts before he finally located the victim at the bottom of the pond. Officer Zilinski grabbed the victim's arm, pulled him up off the bottom of the pond to the surface, and then to the shallow part where others assisted in getting the victim to the beach. Emergency medical technicians had arrived at the beach, and Officer Zilinski assisted with CPR. The victim was transported to the hospital, where he was later pronounced deceased. Officer Zilinski is awarded the police chief's citation for demonstrating exceptional courage and selflessness in the face of extreme danger, putting his own life at risk during a critical situation, thereby exemplifying the highest standards of bravery and commitment. Officer Zilinski's courageous and quick action demonstrate a high level of professionalism and reflects positive upon himself, the Swanzey Police Department, and the profession of law enforcement. Even on this day, July 15, 2026, signed by Joseph Gonsalves, Colonel, Chief of Police.
Exactly. I was thinking that.
You probably want one of these.
What's that?
You probably want one of
Well, you can run for it.
these. Right?
What? I have no idea. I know that there he is, not here. She was here for Tara.
That was wonderful. Can we do, yeah, but while Joe's here, I was thinking, want to do that. We got Joe here. Answer some questions. Sure. I'm gonna have, right, because we got Joe here. Allison, do you guys want to come up now? Just slide into the chair up, there you go. Whoever's gonna do the main talking, maybe get in front of the microphone. That's you, Allison. This is great that we have you back, right? You were here last meeting?
not
the meeting? Few meetings ago, right?
Yes,
And
Nicole
I
was
think we
here.
left off that we wanted a little more information, and we wanted to do some research ourselves, and we have Joe here from the town too, and in case we have any questions need to be answered. But I'll let you talk a little about what you would like to, what you prefer and everything like that, what you'd like to come up with. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I chatted with Nicole after the last meeting, and we're really just hoping for a decision on, our preference would be the monthly rent of $1,500 per month. We would continue with the utilities. Town would assume pest control, and the building repairs that I talked with Joe about would happen, and we'd go from there.
Could you clarify the building repairs in your conversation with
Yes.
the DPW director?
So we talked about the groundhog. That's mostly the pest issue. And trying to secure some of the foundation, because there are some holes with they've chewed through those. replacing the toddler room door, which is the double doors. I think they're doing a single door, doesn't matter to us. But repairing that door off of the enclosed porch, that's happening tomorrow, I believe. And then we talked about the intermittent heating issues. I know it's an old building, those things are gonna happen. Like, it's happened every year. We've had a little bit of an issue with it, but they've always fixed it. So just making sure that's done. And then I talked to Joe about the preschool room floor. We know that is something that would be down the line that would be a future endeavor, we wouldn't expect that to be immediate. But it's created quite a gap that creates a draft for us in that room, makes it pretty cold. So yeah, those were the things.
So on those, is it intended that those are within the body of the lease? Are they intended to be an addendum to the lease so that there's agreement?
I don't know that we had discussed that. I guess we could. I don't know. What would you guys prefer?
Well, the door is being replaced.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
being done.
Yep.
We'd like to have a discussion with you with regard to shared responsibility on pest control.
All right.
And the floor at this point, as you've acknowledged, is a capital
Yeah.
expense that we don't have the wherewithal to pull off
Yep.
at this point. And what was the fourth one?
Just the staying on top of the heating issues.
So in that one, that's kind of a puzzle because it's an old building, but it's not an old boiler in the sense of the
Right.
same age.
It's,
So is it a switch issue?
It's been a different thing each time.
Yes.
It's gone out. It's an old building.
Thank you, John.
And retrofitted with that. It's something different all the time.
The last time it was
when
a
they call,
zone.
We respond and fix it. It was a
Yep.
zone like a go zone that keeps turning on. And it's my understanding that they installed a switch to shut it off in the summertime.
Yep.
And then in the wintertime, we can turn it back on. But it is, ever since I've been managing it, it's been one thing or another with the heat system.
Yeah, it was running on and off throughout like days when it was even like 80. We have all the thermostats off, but it did get fixed. So,
So the door's done, the floor we know is a non-issue.
Yep.
The boiler is going to be an ongoing issue.
right.
So could we ask the DPW director to give us some guidance with regard to his thoughts and what's currently going on with the pest control?
Yeah.
So the outside, any over at the DPW facilities foreman, Parks and Cemetery foreman, got a pretty good handle on the groundhog. It seems like kitty litter is scaring them off. We were going to start trapping them, but it was just too much of a concern. Obviously, we're going to do it after the kids were gone, but too much of a concern with people and hiking dogs going up there. So we elected not to go that direction. But the kitty litter is scaring them off. As soon as we're- Yeah. So, and the garlic, yes. So as we're confident they're out of there, we'll start sealing up some of the holes, but it's going to be a continued effort because the location of where the building is. So we should be able to get a good handle on that. As far as the inside pest control, there's no budget, and the budget for the carpenter home, we barely have enough to take care of the alarm system, take care of the fire suppression, and take care of all the heating system. There would have to be a change to the operating budget to be able to absorb that. But currently, right now, there is no funds available for internal pest control.
Would we be able to take care of the exterior and the basement?
Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty confident we're getting in the right direction with that. Anything outside we'd be able to manage, but inside here, you have to have somebody come with licenses and so forth. We could.
Joe, just for planning purposes, about how much are we talking about to replace that floor?
That'd be a substantial project to level that floor, and they would also like to remove some walls, so we would take engineering. I wouldn't even want to put a number on it. It is secure, it's not unsafe or anything, just the way the building is, the whole building, the way it's built. It's not like the floor is going to fall down because the rafters are on a dug basement. They're all supported, but even the basement floor has kind of an angle to it.
So this might be something we need to serious funding for, that might be, if we can get a grant for it or something like that.
Yeah, and I believe Stefan's searching for that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it is, yeah. Okay.
And I felt a lot better after walking through down in the basement with you. Made me feel better about it. So. That's good.
We all reviewed the options of a lease. I'm not sure if the board is prepared to make a decision on that tonight. I guess so. I don't know where you guys feel. Where do you guys feel?
Well,
Do you have enough information to make that decision
I'd
tonight?
like to say that something that needs to happen at some point is if we can improve the energy efficiency, so your heating costs aren't so great each winter. But I guess we're not ready to do that yet. What will it take for us to be able to do that to improve the energy efficiency?
He may be referring to the energy audit.
Yeah, I can't remember the price, but it was very substantial.
I did talk to Stefan today, and he started talking to me about the last energy commission. Is that the last meeting for them? And said that they were looking into something with Eversource, and he's looking into other grants for at least a portion of it for the, oh my goodness, I'm sorry, my brain, for some of the insulating weatherization. I'm not sure when that would happen, but it's something he's working on.
So the only concern I have is if we do the 1,500 instead of 2,000 a month, is there enough money in there to do what Joe said in terms of maintaining the fire alarm suppression system and the other things? Because that's where the revenue comes from, to take care of the building from our end, if I understand it right. Otherwise, that seems to be the one I'm leaning toward.
I would recommend that we be responsible for the outside pest control and that they be responsible for the inside.
Yeah.
Cleanliness and the pest control inside.
And we would take care of the basement.
Yeah, sealing up that and keeping and continuing to monitor.
Yeah, that's one of the things that JP Pest had mentioned a few times, was just like the holes and the buttoning up the holes in the insulation.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do it too soon.
You all got to review the options here. I mean, I guess, Billy, are you prepared to?
Yep.
Tonight, are you prepared? So my understanding is the best options for you guys would be option one, right? And that would work with what Bill just said, and you're in agreement with that. So would we want to rewrite that and make sure we put that in the new one? Right, so we would have the lawyer rewrite it all up with those adjustments, and you guys would be okay with that?
Yeah.
You guys okay with that? Okay. Just want to make a motion that way.
Before you make the motion, I'd like to suggest we also consider that the lease expires at the end of July, and there's a term in the lease that if they continue on a month-to-month basis, it's at 2.5 times the current rent. So in the motion, I'd like to suggest that we make note that we do not assess them that penalty, because we're in the phase of, we may have it done if the attorney's able to turn it around quickly enough, but in case he can't.
In case we get it to two ladies saying that we won't penalize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Or maybe we just have an understanding of that.
That works.
Okay.
Thank you.
I make a motion that we approve option one of the
Second.
proposal.
Just one last
With
thing.
the division of the pest control.
With pest control on the outside, the responsibility of the town, and pest control inside on the responsibility of Honeybee. I couldn't think of the name, sorry.
With the lease commencing August 1st
With the lease commencing August 1st,
for 1 year.
for 1 year. Because I
Second.
can't do any longer.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
We
Okay.
will make sure it's on the ballot this year.
Thank you.
Yes.
Although the state's trying to push back on that now. So
Well, I appreciate you trying.
Thank you guys for being patient with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're glad, good luck. I hope things keep getting stronger for you over there.
Definitely. It's been good.
Good.
maybe they should change it to Groundhog Hollow.
Joe, we're all set with you. You?
Why don't you call me, we can start with Rick so we can get him out of here.
Yep. We're on Richard Whitney. Hi, Richard.
So Rick owns a pretty good piece of property on
Raffle Hollow Road, and he's looking to subdivide it. In order to subdivide it, he needs a certain amount of frontage for the property. He's been working with Adam and me to go before the planning board. So he's looking to do here today is just request authorization to upgrade a certain portion of Rabbit Hollow Road, which is Class 6, upgrade it to Class 5, and what we'd ask is just up to 1,000 feet. It's likely he's only going to need 450, but if the planning board says he needs 725, or if the planning board says he needs 775, that way there he doesn't have to come back. I'm fully in support of it. It's almost done. It's likely going to take a little bit of a addition of some gravel and changing the turnaround. The turnaround will actually be better for the plow trucks in the wintertime, so I would recommend to the board that we authorize it.
So the question I have, so when you say the turnaround, so if you extended 1,000 feet, do you, at the end of that 1,000 feet, they're going to make room so you go that farther and it's wider, you can turn your
The
plow
plow trucks
around?
can turn around, yes, and the grader.
And all this consists of it's to his cost of the gravel?
Yeah, he will
And
have the
everything?
gravel
Yeah.
and we'll finish grade it.
All right, and you're going to definitely do the 1,000 feet?
Just say up to 1,000, whatever the planning board dictates is what he'll do. It likely will only be 450, but it could wind up being more, and so the process can keep going, instead of having him have to come back, we just set up to 1,000.
And Joe, once it's done, the town would then maintain it?
Yes, and
As a
accept it as
Class
Class 5.
5?
Yes,
Okay.
The existing base is sufficient?
yeah,
It's got the proper width and
yeah, there's
drainage and...
plenty of room and drainage, yeah.
So at the end of the new extension, there would be a turnaround there?
Yes, for the plow trucks.
You'd be overseeing, does he hire his own guy and then you oversee
Yes.
it? And you'd be overseeing the final and
Yeah,
approving it?
it's not much work to get it to that condition.
We're close. So this would happen in what period of time?
If the planning board gives the approval, I believe he's ready to go forward right away.
Is he on the agenda for the planning board already?
Yep, 22nd.
All set?
So when this is done, would this mean Class 5 road all along your property?
No.
No, just part of it, because that's a big lot.
Just to give him the frontage.
Just to the frontage.
Right. But so there's more Rabbit Hollow extended more, that still fronts your property. I mean, your property's here and Rabbit Hollow Road runs here, and the 1,000 is within your frontage there, but not the whole of it. Okay.
And would you gear the length to the 1,000 or to the length of what he needs for the subdivision?
I'd say whatever the planning board recommends for the subdivision.
So I'm just asking from the standpoint of maintenance, if it's only 500 feet, it would just it would go 500, not the full 1,000?
Correct.
Okay. You just need consensus or a motion from us to approve the improvement of Rabbit Hollow Road to Class 5 status up to 1,000 feet
Yes, I would just say a motion.
for Richard Whitney?
Yes.
Any map and lot number that we need to reference?
Do you have that with you? I don't think the tax map.
54 or something? Looking at
Should be on there.
I don't have my glasses with me.
Put it over here, Mark, he's going to have to read the motion.
it's,
I can't read it anyway. Should have my glasses.
it's lot 24, 255-024.
24. You got it? Yeah. So Mark will make a motion.
Make a motion to extend Rabbit Hollow Road up to 1,000 feet to Class 5 status on map 255, lot 24.
Second.
Any discussion? Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good job.
With the planning board.
Now you got to get to the planning board.
Good luck.
One step at a time. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for coming in, guys. See you guys. Okay, Joseph, you're still at bat. We want to talk about the covered bridge, right?
Yes, the covered bridges. So a couple projects going. Called Alan for an update on the cameras today, but he's on vacation. But the cameras are in the process on the Thompson Bridge. As I'm sure you're aware, it got hit again.
How recent?
Right after we fixed it. Very minor damage, but still damage nonetheless.
Do we send out a notice when we fix it so that people know they can hit it then?
It's like, you can start a pool when it's gonna happen again. The responsible company, they're just gonna write a check and pay the contractor to repair it, so no issues there. Thankfully, somebody saw them do it, and the truck was stopped in Keene, and the company was identified. So we have a couple issues there. The big one is the decking on the bridge really needs to be replaced. Just this week, police called, one of the boards popped out, and it's just the decking starts to get thin, starts to wear thin, and the bolts start popping out. I received a couple of quotes. I didn't put it out as an RFP. Last time I put it out as an RFP, GDS Landmark was the lowest on the Carlton Bridge, and the others were substantially higher. I just got 2 bids from local companies, and GDS Landmark to do it with white oak decking is $52,200. We have that money in the CIP, the Covered Bridge Capital Reserve Fund. There's a little question whether there's $87,000 or $97,000, and I'm trying to clarify that. The other item we were looking at, which is important, but I don't, at this point, that the decking really needs...
Before you get to that, there were 2 bids?
2 bids, yeah, the other one was $70-some-odd thousand, and GDS was the lowest. Last time they ranged from like 40 to 120, and most of them were substantially higher. So the other bid was from Cold River Bridges, who has done work for the town in the past. And so the other item I've been working on there is the flashing warning signs for the covered bridge, which are substantially expensive. They're $39,000 and change for the package. I'm having a hard time getting an estimate from a company to install them. Finally have a company now, the one that is working on the rail trail project, that they're going to give me a quote on installing it as well. I'm estimating, or I should say guesstimating, around $10,000 to install them. So it's essentially close to another $50,000. The cameras are just under $5,000, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. So if there's $97,000 in that fund, we're close to being able to afford to do all of that. If there's only $87,000, we're not. If there is $97,000 in that fund, I could probably absorb some of the cost of the flash and warning lights from my operating budget. But I am requesting to move forward with the decking immediately and get that scheduled, because it takes a while to source the white oak logs, and they get milled here locally. And then it would probably likely be a late fall project by the time the white oak deck boards were ready.
Well, wait before you say it. So, if there's 97, you think we could do it all, right?
Yes, there's a good chance I'd be able to absorb some of the
But
installation.
the problem is that you would still have to present where the extra money's coming out of your budget, so we would have to, I was just trying to avoid you to have to come back, and the board could make,
We like seeing Joe.
make, what?
We like seeing Joe.
I know, but if he could just move ahead, if he saw there was 97, and we gave permission to move with the lights, so there isn't any more holdups, and you don't have to wait for another meeting, but this doesn't seem like there is a possibility of that, because he'd have to find other funds, right?
So
even if there was a 97
number.
So I think the other thing is scheduling of when they would be able to do it, so I'd have a better idea. That company's incredibly busy. I think if I come back, once I get a cost of the estimate of the installation, we'll have clarification on how much is actually in that account, and then I'll know where I'm at better with my operating budget. The asphalt's been going very, very well. We're in really good shape there, so if it's $10,000, I could probably absorb it out of my operating budget, but too soon to tell it at this time frame. But like I said, the paving projects have been going incredibly well.
Well, if it can possibly be done, I would love to see if we can give that a trial, because this bridge has been hit too many times, and I'd like to see something work, and
Yeah, so
I think it's money well spent.
we've been proactive about moving signs around so they're closer to the intersections, like on Carlton Road, I moved the sign closer to Route 10. I'm going to move the sign out here closer, and I'm also going to put a high-vis green second sign on the bottom of it saying no low bridge, nothing in tow, but moving it out closer to the intersection, but I stopped the tractor trailer going down there the other day, and I said, did you see the no through truck sign? Yeah, but my GPS was telling me to go that way.
Yeah, because Scott South hit me yesterday where he feels that we don't have the signage at the end of the road where the campground comes up and they're taking the right. He feels that we should put some signage down there where the intersection is. Because he says catch them before they go.
But the one thing I caution you with the signs, like you watch people, they look at the bridge, they get out and look at the height of their thing. I mean, what more do you want from a sign than the bridge? But yeah, we have been making some changes there.
I just think that the GPS thing is the big problem. Because people look at their GPS, it says go here, and it doesn't say anything about height or whatever.
Yeah, some of them will drive into a lake.
And I think Jenna, the selectman's secretary, had worked on it before with Google, but I don't know, I don't know what became of it. I don't know what that process would entail.
Yeah, there's Google, there's Waze, there's a whole bunch of navigation apps that we'd have to.
How do we do that?
I don't know.
So right now, you're just looking for the decking.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
gonna
make
make
a motion
it's
to
priority.
approve
We
that.
have to do that because we're gonna start getting, people are gonna start damaging their cars.
What is the timeline on that if we approve it tonight?
Start trying to source the white oak logs and likely be late October, early winter.
Because they have to gather that wood, they have to
And
cut
mill
that wood, mill it, get it prepped. And then are they, the same company is working on the town hall now?
Yes,
So they'll be over there for a while too, so.
yes,
But your goal is to have it done before the end of the year?
yes.
Okay.
How much?
52.5.
Just say up to
52,
53,000.
53, you want to go?
Where's it coming from again?
It is coming from the Covered Bridge Capital Reserve Fund.
Make a motion to approve up to $53,000 from the Covered Bridge Capital Reserve Fund for GDS to approve decking.
Did we say 52 or 53?
53.
53.
53, second.
Oh, Thompson Covered Bridge. Sorry.
Thompson.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Now the public's gone and we've got public input.
No, I gotta ask Joe why we got him here. Joe, can you update the board on the fire inspection? Did it happen? Are the doors open? Are they closed? What's going on with the fire station?
It's a good thing you're sitting down. The fire alarm company was supposed to be there this morning. This is the electrician subcontractor. He was supposed to be there 9 o'clock this morning. I called in a favor with the owner of Encore. They shortlisted somebody to be there to work together to do the inspection. The alarm company didn't show up. Notified this afternoon that the alarm company said they couldn't get there till August 3rd. Told them it was unacceptable, that we have to do something. The general contractor, Cody Gordon, told me to try to see if the town's alarm company could take it, which is very difficult because that other company installed the alarm. There has to be some programming and finalizing of stuff. Encore also owns an alarm company. I talked to the owner this afternoon. He is talking with the electrician and they're trying to work something out so he can just do both of them, but no guarantee on that.
Wow. We go this far and this thing puts a wrench right in our wheel. Okay, so we'll wait for updates. I'll have Joe keep connected with me. I'll connect with you guys to let you know.
Yeah, but all possible, we're gonna try to do something on this, and the owner of Encore is working on it, so I may know something as early as tomorrow.
All right, so if that's the case, you sent out an email to the town employees about possibly parking, but I think you did say in there that we would notify them if the fire station was empty down there, so
Yeah,
we're
once
just
they're
gonna have to make sure no one just goes and does it thinking they're out, blocking that door.
They're still gonna have parking out back, and it's a relatively
Yeah,
short
they seem like it's
walkout.
working
Yeah.
out fine right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I just got nervous of them coming around that side with machinery.
No, it's all closed off. and
Okay,
no-
you seem like you were covered all your,
Yeah.
and the email was very, specific on what you wanted, so.
It's a nice hole.
It's going deeper too,
I
to get to the
figured so.
base.
I looked out the window and I asked Megan if she was, aquaphobic, but
I'm hoping we hit oil. I'm waiting for an oil spill, like Jack Clampett did on Beverly Hills.
as long as we don't hit water.
Oh, what about a bubbling crew?
I still can't wrap part of the problem with that building is there's just so many different patch foundations but it's all sand. I can't wrap my head around how you'd have water in there. It is literally just sugar sand all down that deep. That we're gonna be extending the footing drain out back, which will help any water. But it's just like there's all these little jags and this foundation, and none of the walls line up. It was just all these afterthoughts.
This is an archaeological dig.
So, and then just give the board a quick update on our project. Marcy Hill this phase of Marcy Hill and Sugar Hill is done, top coated. Driveways have been gravel. We haven't done shoulder gravel yet because it's so hot and we don't want to mar up so as soon as we get some cooler rainy weather, we'll go in and build the shoulders up with gravel. But that is complete up there. Next year we'll go back and finish it completely. Came out very, very nice. The PD will start getting plenty of speeding complaints, I'm sure. We're still waiting for them to schedule shimming Partridgeberry, Troy Hill Road, the Carpenter Home, Seminole Lane, and then waiting for the reclaimer to come in to mill up Christian Hill Road so we can do that. So there's still a lot more to go, but those projects are in really good shape. We're helping out the Rail Trail Committee right now, working on the southern end of the rail trail here on the Ashland Rail Trail, doing some drainage, scraping some vegetation off. We mowed it for them with a mower and cut some brush, so we're helping them out. The Rabbit Hollow intersection has been completed. We reconstructed that. That is done. So getting a lot done and moving forward onto the next ones.
Nice job.
Rabbit Hollow looks good. Is it going to be paved?
No, it will not be paved, but if I have enough money in the budget, it wasn't planned for, I'd like to pave an apron 30 feet in, so the grader's not backing out into traffic on Swanzey Run, making the transition, because the cars come around that intersection pretty fast. But that would be something that would, if there's enough money in the budget, we'll pave an apron. But no, there's no plan to pave it. It'll remain a gravel road.
And I want to say too, that road up to Carpenter, that's rough shape, so that's good that it's on your agenda.
Yeah, it'll be done. They're gonna do it on a Saturday, so it doesn't affect them. So it won't be the whole parking lot, but the road going up to the parking lot and then the road going down to the cemetery will be paved.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay, Joe, just keep us updated on the fire station.
Yeah, I'll stay on it and see
And
what I
then
can
we'll
do.
go from there. I got a call from Mick tonight. I haven't got he wants to talk to me. It might be regarding that. I'll just let him know. He probably knows.
If they can do it with the contract, because what happens is, if Encore goes in there with their alarm company and finds something wrong, the alarm company could say, well, you guys did that, we didn't, so it's...
Oh, yeah, that's a touchy thing.
Yeah, but we'll see what we can do. Cody Gordon is not happy at all, I can assure you that.
Yeah, well, it's August 3rd, not October, so.
He's got money waiting.
We can have a cookout in December.
Right.
Maybe we'll invite Santa Claus. Okay, Joe, thank you so much. Thank you.
Joe.
Good night.
Okay, public input looks a little weak tonight, so we'll get through that. And new business?
The assessing abatement, that's something we signed,
Yeah,
right?
Mark is gonna, there's no motion there?
But
Usually we make a motion to that, don't we?
Okay, so,
Can you build
Yeah.
that motion?
yep, just a motion to approve the abatement.
make a motion to approve the abatement for M248L430 CGO 89.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Assessor?
Yes, sir. Yes, and I'm sure that we'll approve that.
Okay, so do we have any old business? Go ahead, Jay.
I had the administrative update.
Okay, when I get there. And any other business?
Yep.
Okay, Bill?
I just want to pass out, Katie Collins put together a list of vacation schedule for July, August, and September, so for town hall employees, so we'd know.
That's fantastic.
So she did that before she went on vacation.
You can't even give one to sewer.
Do you want to add my vacation to that?
Sure.
July 27th to August 4th?
Next
Hey,
year?
August 5th, no, not next year.
Did you get that approved, sir?
Yep, I did, I'm town administrator, I approved it.
As you know, Gus Lorando submitted his resignation from the Economic Development Advisory Committee, and at their last meeting, Kathy spoke to the members, and Sly Karazinski, who's currently an alternate, volunteered to step in and take the full-time role, which she's fully supportive of. And when I looked online, I realized that we haven't updated the terms online, so I'd like to pass this out, and I'll explain it, so we can update the Economic Development Advisory Committee. So what I've done, the members of the committee are listed on the left-hand side. We have one alternate, Mark Scalera, with Sly offering to step up as a full-time member. We have an open seat for an alternate, and Jim Tempesta is the board's representative for this year. As you look at, other than Jessica Sanchez, all the other members' terms have expired. So my recommendation is the third column, that we reappoint these members, Kathy Bergstrom through town meeting of 2027, J.R. Coughlin through town meeting of 2027, Greg Johnson through town meeting of 2028, Jessica Sanchez through town meeting of 2028, Hannah Maynard through town meeting of 2027, Skip DiBernardo through town meeting of 2028, Sly to fulfill, since Sly is coming in this year, making him permanent through 2029, which will help with the staggering. And then Mark Scalera's term as an alternate would be through town meeting of 2027.
Good.
Second. If that was a motion.
Is that all right? Okay. And then we'll have to figure out who's going to update this on the website, Jay.
Yeah.
All right, so wait a minute, did we make a motion, actually? Was that the motion?
That was the motion, he seconded
And he
it.
seconded it, and we went all in favor, right?
You
Okay.
didn't call the vote, so.
We took care of it without you.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, you missed me in that.
We didn't need you.
Are you good, Sue? You're all good? They did rushing me, Sue. They're rushing me. All right.
You have a place to be, so.
Okay, that's good news, Kelly, good
One
job.
quick non-public,
Yeah.
literally quick.
Yeah,
I got administrative update first.
Administrative update, I've got several items here. One is we got an email from Mike Burke about the fence and the blinds at the fire station, whether we want to approve that money or not. I don't know if everybody's read that. There was, he got prices for either fence or a vinyl fence or plantings, and wanted us to make a decision about that, and then there are internal blinds that they need to buy. I don't know where that money comes from, where it fits in the budget, I don't know, but what are we gonna do about that?
Well, did we burn through the money of what we were gonna get refunded, that we were planning on?
We're still accounting for that.
We're still accounting for
So
that?
that could be, we just have to have 3 estimates
Right.
for the blinds.
So we could include that in that. I don't know where that's gone and where that, I know I gave Lori all the things from Mike Burke. It's in the office there, all his estimates. But I don't know who's been in touch with the person from Shaheen's office and all that, about the reimbursement and how we're making a list of all those things. I don't know where that is. So that's where, you know.
You didn't find nothing, like, is that something Bradley would know anything about?
Well, I don't know if he would. I mean, there's a folder in there about the fire station. I haven't gone through all of it, but I have a package of stuff from Mike Burke, which was the estimates for all those 3 things, but I haven't seen I'll look again, but I haven't seen a list of all the things we're going to charge against that in the money.
I'd like to
Do you
talk
know
about that.
anything about that? What's that?
I'd like to talk about that in non-public.
Okay. All right. Second thing is, in terms of the phone system upgrade, we all saw the thing today. Christine's asked to wait until Tanya gets back from her vacation next week in order to get some more information from them in terms of things. And she's not at all certain. The research she did says that Spectrum VoIP would, in addition to the monthly charge that she talked about in that thing, there'd also be an equipment charge, because that's what she got when she researched this, that we get two bills, one for equipment, one for services. This appears only to be the services that place on their cloud. I don't know what the true answer is. It's certainly, the young lady we talked to today seemed very, very sure that there were no charges other than the services that are outlined in that proposal, and that's probably what it is. But Christine says we need a direct piece of paper saying that there are no additional costs for her to feel comfortable about this. And I think she's right that it should be very easy for Maisie to give us a direct statement saying there are no additional costs. The other thing is that Tanya, there are lots of questions for her in terms of whether or not she's included some of the things that Maisie talked about in her proposal, with some of those required federal charges, et cetera, and also whether or not there are, in terms of capabilities of the system, how does the capabilities of their system compare, especially with the idea that cell phones could be taken home and access through the internet, your phone, et cetera. It seemed like the Spectrum one was a little bit more flexible, but I want to hear Tanya's take on how that went to compare. But that to me was a big plus, in the sense that someone could access their voicemail and make phone calls from home using their cell phone as though you were calling from the office.
I left early. I don't know what happened after I left, but when Bill kind of did a little secret negotiation, not secret, but how he went in with the price of the other company, it tended to me that I saw that she looked like she was going to try to bring that $17.95 down and come back to us with
down to 15 something.
A reasonable price. And I think that was a great way to try to negotiate some prices, whether you realize you did it or not, but you did it. And she seemed like she was folding a little to that. So I would like to give her time too, or we call her and say, can you come back with what you can do on getting that $17.95 down?
She got it down to 15 something. On the
Oh,
latest
right,
proposal.
you guys are there when I left, she went down to 15?
It's in your email.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't read it.
No, I didn't either, but yeah, they are working on that. But she was very, very specific that that's the fee. And I did ask, other than texting, if somebody wants to text from that app, then there's a 7-cent charge.
That's
But we
what-
can, and they both of their emails clearly state that's it, but we can, I did respond to Christine as well and asked her to show me tomorrow what she's seeing, and then we can take it back to them.
Yep.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
See what they have.
The one thing that
But
we got to
do
keep
need
in
get-
mind is that she said, Spectrum woman, Maisie said that we need to make that decision by the 24th if we're going to get it done by August. So,
Yeah, that's
You know,
kind
in the
public
middle of that
budget.
Zoom, I wish we invited Christine. I wish, I said while I was sitting there, why isn't she in with this, you know?
I asked Christine, she said she was working on the website, and she was,
Yeah, okay. So right now, where this stands is, we're gonna wait for Tanya to come back, get some questions from her, so it's still out
Right.
there, and we're pretty good with Spectrum side,
We'll
right?
get clarification.
we'll get
We'll get
clarification on that.
clarification.
The next item is the request from Joe Gonsalves about the part-time police pay going from $40 to $60 an hour.
I did tell Joe to prepare that better, bring it to us, and I will have him on the next week agenda.
Okay.
I just think we need reasons him to come here and present that.
The next item on my list here is what account should Teresa charge the pay for the note taker at the Water and Sewer Commission. Some of these commissions apparently have, some of the committees have separate budget items for note-taking, but she doesn't see one for water and sewer. She wants to know whether it should come out of the selectmen's budget, which is where where Beverly Bernard gets paid for trustees of the trust funds, et cetera. And she just wants clarification on that. And I said, I get that from us tonight.
Oh,
It makes sense to me.
So out of
this
the,
budget?
the selectmen,
Yeah, I would
okay.
Administrative.
Administrative budget there, okay. Steve Biddle asked if we should look at terminating the TIF district by paying off, prepaying the last installment real quickly here, and getting it, he said the final accounting wouldn't happen until we set the tax rate for 2026, but we could get ourselves paid ahead here. Should we go ahead and put that money toward the last bond payment or whatever?
I'd like
We're
to
getting
talk
close.
about that non-public.
Okay. And then Megan took, on our suggestion, she took a job description to to work on in her workshop yesterday.
With the Public Works, right?
And she said that she wanted to know if it would make sense for her to send a draft to the individual in question and ask them to comment on that and then come back to us with his comments about what that particular job description entailed. And then we sit down and we decide where we go from there, or whether we should go without his input. And I thought it'd be better to have the input, but I'll defer to whatever you folks think.
Who's he?
Who's he?
DiRusso.
Oh.
Remember, we were talking about how the job description's out of date, we need to update it. And
So she's got a draft.
she's got a draft that I think she helped prepare when she was at her conference, and she just wanted to give it to him, to have him make comments on it, add, subtract, and then give us a chance to add, subtract, or whatever from it as part of the process.
Makes sense.
Made sense to me. So, okay, that's all I have.
I'd like to go back to the police pay just for a moment. I don't have a good sense for what police part-time pay is, and so what is reasonable? Is the $40 an hour, is that reasonable? It's 60? I mean, what are comparable towns?
Alan, I think what we should do with that is I'm gonna bring Joe in the next meeting and you can ask him.
Okay.
He'll probably have all your answers of where
Okay.
we stand with other towns. Why do they do that? Because I have the same amount of questions, so that's why I didn't want to bring it here without him, and that's why I designed it so him to put together the whole plan and come here and submit it to us, and we can ask him questions
Excellent.
on the
Thank you.
26th. Is it, you're done with that part, right? Administrative update, right? Correspondence, we have anything? Okay. Public input, that's very weak tonight. No public session. All right, so we're gonna move into non-public.
Make a motion to go into non-public.
Second.
And